Hello, and welcome to join for our Middle-earth news discussion of the Hobbit trailer that just came out today. My name is Amanda. I'm one of the staff reporters at Middle-earth News, and I'll let my other friends from Middle-earth News introduce themselves.
Hey, I'm Oloriel. I do copy editing for Middle-earth News.
Hi, I'm Myla. I'm one of the contributors for the news team.
Hi, I'm Valdis, and I'm a staff reporter.
Yay!
Yay!
We did it. Sorry for the delay.
So, yeah, sorry for the delay. Some technical difficulties.
As always, with Google+.
Yes. So the trailer came out today, obviously, and I love it. I think it got a huge response online. It was even trending on Facebook earlier, actually, and from our staff, I think it got a overall positive review from everyone, even the people who aren't too big of a fan of the Hobbit movies in general, overall.
Who could that be?
I think we have a good group of people with different opinions.
We do.
Makes for good discussion, usually.
Agreed.
Should we just start from the beginning?
Yeah, jump in there.
All right, let's take it frame by frame. How about that?
Okay, good.
Let's do it frame by frame. Okay, so first there's the Warner Brothers logo. I don't know how you all felt about that.
Did you notice it had like a wood kind of pattern on them?
I can't believe you guys are actually talking about it.
I noticed the new line was wood.
Oh,
I
okay.
did notice that.
Okay, that was a joke, but you guys took it seriously. Okay, so moving on.
Okay, frame by frame review and discussion.
Okay,
I mean,
you're right.
Yes.
There's the new line. Wow, also wood. Very important. What do you think that means for the movie?
Very Lake-town.
Yeah.
things
Yes.
Yeah. So do you think like New Line Cinema is going to be based in Lake-town from now on? It's just, I mean, you know, pure conjecture.
Depending on the success of the third movie.
All right. Actual trailer. So, okay. So first is Bilbo sitting in the Lonely Mountain, I assume. And in the background there's like that cool dwarf like war table, I assume.
Yeah, I was wondering, do you think that's like after the battle? And he's saying all that?
I don't know. Oh, you mean like his monologue over the trailer?
Yeah, the
whole
monologue.
thing?
Do you think it's...
It has to be, because he's talking about like the people who didn't survive. I don't think he would really know, like... Although, I guess it could be after Smaug.
I mean, where he's sitting, like, not necessarily what he's saying, because what he's saying could be, like, near the end of the film. You know how old Bilbo's narrating at the beginning of An Unexpected Journey?
I
So
always
that
thought that
could
was like,
be the narration from the end.
yeah, I thought he was talking like after everything happened.
Because
Maybe.
with the Desolation of Smaug trailer, there's a lot of dialogue that didn't match the video. Like, you know, with Thorin and Dwalin saying, "Can we trust him?" And you think they're talking about Thranduil, but they're really talking about Bard. But the trailer made you think that, so let's keep that in mind.
I don't know.
All right, moving on.
I just am really interested in that table. I just want to know what like, cool props are on it.
It looks kind of like Dwarven. Do you think it could be like, because I thought it was after the battle, so maybe like Dwarven medical, I don't know, supplies. I'd have to go back and look at it again.
I know. Where are the people with like the really
It's at like 10
clear
seconds.
screen caps? That's what I need.
Yeah, I'm
People
waiting for
have already
tomorrow when we have
given
the awesome
everything.
sites. The awesome sites that give us the high-res screen caps. Excuse
That's
me.
what we need. Those giffers. Is that a word? Do people call themselves
Might
giffers?
as well.
Okay.
Well, the
Professional
correct
giffers.
It doesn't sound very flattering. All right, so he's talking, but then there he's talking though. He's talking like he's standing like in the Lonely Mountain again, talking to somebody, and it kind of looks like
there's someone-
he's doing the monologue there. So that might not be like the frame story Bilbo. It might just be like after the battle Bilbo.
afterwards, yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do you think it was like a coincidence that when he was talking about people who lived and died, it like shot to a like
Toriel.
Ariel and like
Yeah, it shot to her.
Yep.
Oh,
I just have a feeling Tariel will not make it.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean,
There's no
I
way
think
she's
she'll
gonna live.
probably meet a sticky
Well,
end.
Did you guys
Yeah.
read the interview where she said she had like a very Tolkien end to
Oh,
it?
jeez.
Oh god, I can imagine.
She's gonna impale
There
herself.
was an interview from Comic-Con that said her ending, the way they wrote it, was very like something Tolkien.
So she
would
said
write.
her ending?
Yeah.
What if she means?
Yeah.
What if she means like
I don't want to give
Aaron
too
and
much away.
Luthien?
Well, wait, who? Is she,
Well, she
are you
said
talking
that
about
he
killing
wrote-
her as Beren and Luthien?
Well, he wrote.
Yes.
She said that he wrote endings that like had a meaning, like there was a purpose. Like he didn't just kill someone off. That there was a reason and like some kind of moral behind it, and that's what she was getting to. So I don't know if she meant like killing off or some kind of whatever her ending was. It would be appropriate to what he would think or right.
I can't imagine her surviving the movie.
I know, because
just feel it.
then people would wonder why wasn't she in the War of the Ring?
Yeah.
I mean, did she just like take off and be like, screw it, I'm not doing this anymore?
But she has to die so that Legolas can be like really mad about dwarves.
Yes.
And then show
I'm
up in
looking
Fellowship with
forward
a moderate amount of hatred that is only sort of, and then they can become BFFs and sail off together, to Valinor.
Yes.
Can you imagine Legolas meeting
Spoiler
Gimli?
alert. Imagine Legolas what?
Imagine Legolas meeting Gimli. It's like, oh yes, you're the goblin mutant that I saw all those years ago.
Yeah. Maybe that will be the footage that Peter Jackson. Did you guys all watch the Comic-Con panel?
I haven't yet, but you can talk about it.
Okay, so
not actually.
you guys.
Whoa,
I'm
Amanda.
such a bad. I need to be fired. I need to be
Valdis,
fired
there you
right
go.
now.
I've done way more fireable offenses even recently.
I read the highlights though from various.
Okay,
sources.
so he was talking about like there were some scenes from Lord of the Rings that like have never seen the light of day.
Yes.
What if he films that one so that Legolas can go back and be like, oh, I remember your picture, because
Well, John
just like your dad.
Disney's was on set.
Yeah, that's true.
Filming.
From the behind the scenes. Yep, that's a good point. Valdis, did you watch the Comic-Con panel yet?
I haven't watched all of it. I have watched bits and pieces.
I'm the only one. Man.
I applaud that. You're a very, very hard worker,
Yeah.
right? For Miller than it is.
It is so hard to sit there and watch a panel. It is just so much work.
And be like, oh, I
Starts and
want
watches
to be there.
Okay, so after they shoot Tatariel, then it's Gandalf riding through question mark.
And he's using one of Beorn. It's horses.
It's okay. You say it however you feel comfortable.
We're all friends
There
here.
is no judgment here.
It's Beorn. I'm sorry, Peter Jackson. It is Beorn. And he's riding one of Beorn's horses. The
How do
black
you know?
and white.
I saw that too.
Remember those like really
Whoa.
pretty black and white horses? They did the panoramic shot of them.
I don't notice that
You
kind
don't
of
notice the wood logo. You don't notice.
I
the
did
horse?
notice the wood logo. I just didn't feel like it was, trailer recap worthy. So where
So I
is
thought
he?
that was
So
interesting.
go ahead. Yeah,
Because that means I'm thinking
he
that
stops at Bangor and picks up a horse on his way
or
from Dol Guldur to the mountain. I don't know. I could buy that
yeah.
or Beorn comes to Dol Guldur
with
and
horses.
that's how he gets the horse.
with horses. Possible.
Because the Lego set has Beorn and Dol Guldur.
That is true.
Oh, that is true.
Not a
I'm
bad
on
theory.
this, you guys. I'm on this.
Where is he? Is he in Lake-town there? He can't be. That's not Lake-town. It's like stone arches
I think
and stuff, right?
it looks like Dale.
I was gonna say, is it
That's what
Ruined
I was
Dale?
thinking, but then I was just
assumed
like,
it was Ruined Dale.
is it? Oh yeah, that makes sense. I thought it was Dale at first
Or
glance,
it
but
could
then
it could potentially be the ruins of the old Esgaroth as well.
maybe. Oh, that's a good point.
I don't know.
Yeah.
There's definitely men preparing for war, right? There's not dwarves here.
No,
are
I think
all
that's
later.
on.
On their war goats.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be. Ooh, that's a good point. I never thought about Esgaroth. Okay, well, that makes me happy.
It could also be totally off base, and it's just Dale.
No, I think that you're definitely right. Totally
Oh,
right.
I'll take
by the
that.
way, if anybody is watching this and has a question or a comment, please comment on
Yes.
the YouTube video because we can see that and we can reply. So even if you just want to say hi, so here
Yes.
I'll start. I'll break the ice here.
Oh,
Hello,
Amanda.
everyone.
Amanda is just full of sacrifice today. I think everyone should know that she did not get to watch the trailer until like 5 minutes after it was out.
I know
it is-
everyone saw it. I'm
think
like posting to Middle Earth News as fast as I can.
And everyone's like, oh,
what I
this part.
sacrificed for you guys. I know. Oh, you guys are texting me, and I'm like, oh my god, no, I don't want to look at it yet. So there, I broke the ice now, you guys. It's first comment is done. You can now comment after me.
All right. Oh, there's.
If you so desire.
Wait. Oh, I was looking at the trailer. I was like, there's all these comments. Okay, there's not all these comments.
We have 2,000 comments on our video.
I know. It's amazing. It's like, wow, Warner Brothers posted. I didn't know they were watching.
Wow.
Okay.
Checking up on this.
Amanda, I don't even see your comment. No comments yet. What if I click?
Why?
Really? I thought that they
Lily, there's Lily. Lily's watching.
Lily.
Lily.
Oh
Lily
my
is one of
gosh,
the
hi
people
Lily.
watching. Hi, Lily.
Lily is our amazing
For anyone
assistant
who
director.
does not
Yes.
know, Lily is our amazing assistant director.
Assistant
Yay,
to
oh,
the
wait for
director.
the logo says. Thank you, Lily. Assistant staff director staff assistant.
Yes,
Okay,
that's who she is. She's great. Okay, so Gandalf rides away. Anything else you guys want to talk about?
No.
These men walking around, getting swords,
Let's
standing on
move
battlements.
forward.
All right. So after this, is Smaug burning up Lake-town? He slashes through
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Just sets
That was
all
a
the
nice.
houses on
I like
fire.
that.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be good in 3D.
Are you gonna see it? Let's stop here right now. Are you gonna see it in 3D?
It's the last movie. You might as well.
No, wrong.
But then you see the obvious 3D moments that just don't make
Yeah.
sense. Like
But
in
you know
Bjorn's
they're
house
there,
with
you're
the
like,
I have strong feelings about this because my first viewing was in 3D, and my second was with my mom in 2D, and I couldn't see the bees in Bjorn's house.
What's his name?
Whatever.
Whatever his name is, his house with the bees.
Hedgehog.
I couldn't see the
Sonic
bees that
Hedgehog.
well in Hedge. That's the first movie.
I personally love the 3D 48
I
frames
do.
per second. I love
I
the
love
48
that. That
frames
was
per
my
second.
favorite.
So,
I was convinced something was wrong with the movie when I was with my dad. I'm like, okay, this movie's moving way too fast.
The only
But yet
part that was too
the
fast for
audio
me-
like syncs really well. I'm like, what is this?
The only part that was too fast for me was the barrel scene. Like, there's a part with Dwalin that looked like a video game almost.
Well, I mean, the whole barrel scene.
The whole, yeah.
It was, yeah. But
Okay, we're getting
regular
off track.
plain 3D
get
was
back
my
to the
favorite.
trailer. Back to the
I just
trailer.
wanted to know. I am not going to see it in 3D for anyone who's interested because I don't like throwing up.
I've never had
That's
a
a good
problem with
reason.
3D.
I've never even tried. I just don't even want to. I don't even want to. I just don't even want to. I don't want to tempt fate. I feel like I would be the throw-upper. All right, moving along. Then there is Legolas and Tauriel are standing like on the battlefield after presumably Lake-town is across the lake.
With like the
smoking.
survivors of Lake-town.
Yes. Yeah. So there's people on the hill and they're walking, carrying the wounded, and that's when Bilbo.
And that's
sees
when
it.
Pippin's song starts.
Yes, that's what Pippin's song starts. So this is another point where we stop, and let's all talk about our opinions on the inclusion of Pippin's song, because everyone is like, Pippin's song! And they just like, everyone was posting.
I knew it was coming, but I cried. Well, I didn't cry, but I teared up a lot. It
Oh,
just felt
yeah,
so
I cried.
familiar. I know, Valdis cried.
Like, I knew it was coming. It wasn't even a surprise, and it just kind of hits you. I think it's perfect. Some people, I mean, everyone has their opinion, whether it's recycling just from Lord of the Rings or whether they should have done their own song. I mean, their own song would have been great, but there's something about that song that it's very haunting and it fits. I like it.
I think this is like, they also say later on in the trailer, it's like, the like, what did they say? It means like the culmination of a trilogy. I can't remember where they say it, but they're like, the defining
The
chapter,
defining chapter.
or something like that.
Yeah, see, I think that something that, I mean, whether you like it or not, and of course that will be totally up to every independent viewer, as we build up to the release of the film, and also I think probably even within the film, there's going to be a lot of these moments where Peter Jackson is saying goodbye
Mm-hmm.
to Middle Earth.
I know, it's like the Tempest of Lord of the Rings movies.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Tweet.
So that's partly how that struck me. And I mean, I know it's jumping ahead, but even that line of Thorin's at the end of the trailer, will you follow me one last time?
Yeah.
Somebody
That could just as
like,
well be Peter Jackson saying that as Thorin.
Yeah. Someone posted that on Tumblr, and she's like, nope, that's not that.
Nope. Actually, Myla, I saw it from Myla. She posted it from Tumblr, and I was like, nope, I'll never view it the same now. Every time I watch, I think that.
I am sad. I'm sad because it's the last movie, and like I understand why they're trying to sort of like pull that nostalgic string, heartstring, but I still felt like it was kind of obvious and pandering, and I don't know. The cynical side of me, which as you know is strong, just really like disliked it. But I don't know. I see where they're coming from. I don't begrudge it. He does get to say,
But I also think that it may tie into what Peter Jackson has been saying, that where he's going tonally with this film, to bring the tone of the Hobbit films to the tone of the Lord of the Rings films, and also the idea that without what happens in this film, there is no Lord of the Rings. And so that's how one of the connections that I feel with the song. And of course the lyrics are really appropriate. Just as they were extremely appropriate for the moment that they occupied in Return of the King.
Yeah.
I'm there with you in my head, but my heart was like...
I understand.
I mean, it would be cool to have like an original song that like maybe like the what's his name? Neil Finn. Wait. Yes.
Yeah.
from Unexpected Journey, they had like the Arkenstone. It was actually in the song. And it was cool because it was for that movie. It was like you couldn't use that in Lord of the Rings. So it was nice to have that specific song. I'm hoping that this is just a teaser trailer, and we know they've gone back and edited it like 1,000 times because we've waited forever for it, at least forever. And so maybe October we'll get some original music, original score or song.
Yeah,
and
I'm hopeful for the movie yet, right? So
yeah. So I mean, maybe they kind of threw it on, and I mean, I think it was a good choice, but I see what you're saying, Laura.
Thanks. I appreciate it. I can see, I get everybody's point of view. I just, that's me. But yeah, it was, I mean, I admit it. I felt, I do feel sad. I'm bummed. Like when I heard that song, I was just like, oh man, it is the end. Like it's the beginning of the end. Yeah. And you all hated me.
I know. Don't talk about it. Don't talk about it yet.
It's still the beginning of the end. So here we are at the beginning.
I want to enjoy the next 5 months.
Okay.
Until it comes out, then I can weep because it's done. But, I mean, I really want to enjoy this build-up, and I mean, heavens, as long as we waited for the trailer, we were going to have lots of build-up.
Yes, it's true. I'm down with the build-up. That's what I like the most. I'm not like I like the movies. Okay, they're fun, but I really love just like being a part of the build-up.
It's that sense of community, and it's like especially with us and like any kind of sort of fandom, it's you don't necessarily find people in your everyday life that share this kind of passion, so it's awesome when we can come together online and be like just this excitement, like today it felt like we were one, like this big family of there's a cat behind me. Haha. Yay. I don't know what I was saying, but we're a big community. Community. Yes. Please continue with whatever you're saying.
Oh, I was just going to make a segue into the next part of the trailer. We're only 33 seconds in of 2 minutes.
Oh, we better get moving.
The next is the dwarves. I think it's the dwarves walking down the stairs. Yeah, it's walking down the stairs in Erebor. Or not Erebor.
Isn't Philly leading them?
I haven't freeze-framed that. Is that the guys that were in Lake-town?
Yeah, I cannot tell.
I'm sure Feely's at the front, but I can't tell. I just haven't freeze-framed it.
Feely's in the front.
I thought I saw green.
No, they're so tiny.
Someone posted screen caps on Tumblr and identified all of them. So
I thought I saw red hair too, so I guess maybe it's not just a lot from Lake-town.
Okay, well, of course. So
I mean, that's exciting though, because it means Philly has a bigger role.
Yes,
I mean, he is supposed to be the next heir.
The San Diego Comic-Con, there was that big like scroll poster that they haven't released yet
Mm-hmm.
to us, and Feely was more prominent than Keely, which is unusual for
Yeah, that's odd.
what's been going on. So
Hmm.
yeah. Anyway, there was a
Interesting.
lot of Keely while we're on that subject.
There's always going to be lots of Killy.
The way they go.
There was.
Yeah, like here
I'm
he
not-
is lifting up
I'm
a
not-
giant head.
Not complaining, but
I figured
Not
that we
Keely.
had to see Keely in this trailer so that they just let everybody know, okay, he's okay, and he gets to the mountain, and we don't see too much of Thorin because we're saving him so that we can just see that whole thing unfold in maybe the next trailer, maybe the full trailer, we'll see more of his degeneration.
Yes.
But I think they're keeping him a
Yes.
little bit under wraps because they want us to be amazed and shocked and appalled and all the rest of that.
I
didn't think about that. That's good.
Oh, we have a comment from someone who doesn't work for Middle Earth News, guys.
Oh my gosh.
So Kenzie Baxter says she will totally be seeing it in 3D D-box.
Yes, Mackenzie.
I don't even know what that means. At the midnight
What'd she
showing.
say?
She says, I will totally be seeing it in 3D D-box. Does that mean, is that a typo? I don't even know enough about 3D. Whatever, at the midnight show. So she's going to see it in 3D at midnight. She's like, that is,
Yes.
unless I maybe win a
Yes,
trip to the
Kenzie.
premiere, which you will, because, and we all are going to win it.
Yes.
Yeah, we're all go to watch with Peter Jackson.
Yes. Yeah, definitely.
It's been decided.
I can't wait to even see what that contest is going to entail. How are we going to prove?
Yes.
The Middle Earth News staff has already agreed with me to make a blood pact and film it. And I think that would prove like a true
Those people are
hardcore.
real fans. I want to go sit in the theater with people who did a blood pact.
Lily wants to know if we're... Who wouldn't? That wouldn't be scary. Oh, man. Lily wants to know if we're going to watch all of the future trailers, TV spots, and interviews. Or if we'll try to keep some things unknown.
I'm not.
I will watch it
I'm
all.
going to watch
I will watch
everything.
everything.
I watch
Absolutely.
nothing. Because by
watch
the time I
everything.
watch An Unexpected Journey, I'm like, I've seen like 9/10 of everything in this movie. So I'm not doing that again.
Throughout the years, I've watched every little thing, and every time I go to the movies, I'm still thrilled with it.
Mm-hmm.
I still find something new. So,
Is when you get all the little stuff ahead of time, it's always completely out of context.
Mm-hmm.
And then you put it in the context of the film, and it has a totally different look or meaning. Because, like you say, in the trailers, they really do misdirect us sometimes. Often they misdirect us.
Oh, they
there's
definitely
that other Gandalf Galadriel kiss in this trailer.
And she
But we
kind of just
won't-
walks in with no shoes.
Yeah.
yes, the no shoes.
As always.
But that's become a thing now.
She
Apparently.
doesn't need shoes. She's Galadriel.
Yes.
Exactly.
She doesn't
probably-
need any stinking shoes.
No.
No,
No, because they would
she's too
stink.
good for that.
That's the problem.
What?
Bam. All right, the next shot.
I can't argue with that. I cannot argue with that.
The next shot is the dwarves like raising the statues of I don't know. I assume Durin or I don't even know
It
who it
looks
is.
like one of this, the bookends you could get with the
Oh, the
when the
Argonath.
DVD was released. No,
With these.
No,
that would
the
be-
front
yeah.
gates of Erebor.
I'm there.
Yes, it looks like one of the heads from that. Excuse me, because you can almost see a hand. Or wait, I could be completely off.
I think
No,
they're
you
too
can.
small
Like
to be those, because those two guys are huge. The
But
ones
maybe like a
that-
mini.
Yeah, maybe they're just
there's
kind of like
something there. I don't know.
either cleaning up after battle or like erecting,
Putting them back up, or
stuff
maybe
before,
using them
yeah.
to barricade the front gate.
Yeah, could be anything. Man, Valdis is like a warrior, like IRL. She's just like, yeah, just like barricade it. Like,
Yeah,
they're probably
she's
fight.
on it. Yeah, she knows. See, none of us are even thinking of that. But Valdis, she's like, no,
I
you
know.
got to barricade that.
I know we're like, they'll make it pretty.
She knows.
With the statues,
She knows
it'll
what's
be
going
really
on.
nice. She's like, it's
I mean,
war.
in the book, they barricade the front gate.
They do.
They do.
It's possible. All right, so
I mean,
then
there could be things in the movie that are in the book. It could happen.
It could. Good.
No, you're right. You're right. Let's hold out
I
hope.
love you, Peter Jackson.
Next
If
is
you're
Bard.
watching this, please.
And we know you are. Bard's hair is blowing in the wind, and then it fades to Thranduil walking around in the snow, looking confused. I assume.
Do you think he's looking for
It's the
Legolas?
elf stare.
Maybe.
Worried that his son got
I
killed.
think he's
How
looking,
about his
he's
armor?
looking wary.
Can we stop and talk about his armor?
Yes.
Can we talk about all the armor in this movie?
Because all the well, I mean,
Armor
his
is
has like scales
Mm.
going down. It's like a bug, but really majestic bug.
It's like his shoulder pads. It provides good movement for his arms.
That didn't come out the way I wanted.
Are we talking about Thranduil?
His awesome armor.
His Gregor Samsa armor.
We're off to a great start. Keep going.
I mean, no, yeah, all the armor is really great. Okay, all right, we're just going to keep going through. So he's walking through the snow, yeah, maybe looking for Legolas. He looks wary, sad, everyone's dead. The next scene is Galadriel's foot. Walking over
Oh, I
the
thought we
rocks.
did that, never mind.
Well, we were talking about it, but
Oh,
here it is in
okay.
the trailer. She kisses Gandalf on the head. Gandalf looks pretty beaten up. I
I'm
wonder if
very
they did this
pleased.
because of
I'm
the...
looking forward to this costume of Galadriel's. It's that kind of
Yes, I've heard about this.
I mean, like almost webby kind of gossamer
and,
thing. I've seen a
know-
design of it, and I can't wait to see this on film. It looks gorgeous.
There was actually a question on Twitter today regarding Kaylee's runestone. So I went back and found an interview with Philippa Boyens. Yes, I can never say it right. But and in the article, in the same paragraph as the runestone, she said she got to keep a piece of a stone that was on Galadriel's dress in like the final movie. So apparently there's going to be a really pretty stone on her dress.
Ooh, that's
I
exciting.
just found that out today. Thank you to whoever on Twitter asked that question because I got to go back and see that.
Thank you to Valdis for pointing this out because I didn't really notice this on the 85 times that I watched it. I wonder if it's like crocheted or tatted.
I actually didn't
I
notice
don't
that
know
either.
what it is. But it's beautiful.
It's really pretty.
I've seen some of there's some
Oh yes, you're right.
photographs in
Mhm.
the Weta Chronicles books of that, and it's like, ooh, I hope we get to see that one. And we didn't see it in the first movie, or of course, she kind of wasn't much in the second one. So I had my fingers crossed. I'm very happy we get to see it. It looks gorgeous.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yes.
I love the silveryness of the thread. All right, next scene is all the horde, the gold horde, and then
I think when I tried to zoom on that, do you think that's the same dwarves that had fought Smaug, and now they're like kind of finally getting a good look at what's down there? Because I mean, I'm like looking at it really
it
close.
does sort of
It's
look
so far away.
like.
And I mean, it's not all of them. It's just a few of them.
It's hard to say.
But for some reason, to me, it felt like after the dragon was out, they kind of like went back to looking like, wow, look at what actually is here.
Yeah, it would make sense.
Or they're setting out to look for the Arkenstone.
Or that's true.
Yeah, I bet Thorin does that alone. I don't know why. The next is Thorin looking broody, which is something new. And then
Yes, but it's an extra special kind of crazy-looking broody.
Right. So he's dragon sickness.
No, that reminded me of the very first movie where he kind of like turns away from his grandfather.
Mm.
It looked exactly like that shot.
Good eye. Good hustle. All right, so the next one is all the dwarves sort of like filing out in their armor. First is Feely, then Keely,
Oh, is
and
this
then
the one
all
where
the
you
ones who are
can't
ugly.
even see Boffer?
You
You can't see Boffer.
Boffer still has his
No, that's
hat on.
later on.
Of course he
that's
does.
later on.
I was joking
Oh,
about
okay.
that. I don't think they're ugly.
That was the joke. Yeah. No.
Oh no, this is the one with Keely.
Yeah, it's mainly it focuses on
Okay.
Keely.
Yeah.
I know this part.
Then Boffer is behind him. It's true. So that's where it says the defining chapter, and then it shoots to Orlando Bloom, looking confused. I'm sure
Apparently,
he's a nice
lots
guy.
of people look confused in this film.
I feel
I
like
think it's
he
Legolas.
does. I feel like Orlando Bloom often looks confused. That's just me. He's talking to Bard, and then he looks away. He's like, my contacts are so blue, I can't see a thing. Then Bard comes down the stairs and sees the elves in their armor, which is also really great armor.
Yes.
It's all gold. And he looks confused. Just kidding. It's true though. Remember when? Who was it? Who was saying that Gandalf looked confused and like
Okay,
everything?
the first two photos we got from this movie, features Gandalf.
Looks confused.
Both of them, he's just looking like he's thinking, what the hell is happening?
Well, the kind of mid close-up that we get of him later on, he still looks confused.
That's gonna be him in the whole movie. He's just gonna be confused.
I'm kidding. Bard does not actually look
with you
confused.
people?
He's fine. All right. So yeah, the elves came. So that's nice for everybody that the elves came out, just like in Helm's Deep.
In the movie.
And then is the next one your...
Then comes everyone's very favorite video game. The chase scene on the frozen river with the wolves.
What is that?
The war goats! I have no idea.
I
It's like,
don't know.
Okay,
Wait,
so we
did
have
you
a comment
the
about.
wargs?
We have a comment.
yeah,
about,
so I guess it's wargs, and then
Yeah.
the dwarves have this wagony thingy with goats.
Why are they driving?
Wait, those aren't the war goats. No. The war goats come later. I
we have a comment about war goats that we have to talk about.
Now I have a lot to say.
That's gonna turn into a whole thing. You should say
No,
that
that's
later.
We should have screen shared
wait.
the trailer because I didn't start it up when we started. So.
I just wait till we get to the actual war goat scene.
Okay.
No, I will tell everybody the world. I'll tell the world what I have to say.
Okay. But for now, here we are with this chase on ice. It is yet another barrel scene. I bet
Or escape
you
from
can tell
Goblin
right now
Town.
it's going to be those, yes, one of those prolonged, horrible, least favorite.
They're very enjoyable. I mean, Bomber's gonna have some role in it. He always does.
Some
I
roll.
hope so.
Because he's See, that was good. That was good. Yes, he is, of course. He's going to bounce around. This is
Maybe wait. Is this what is on this cart thing?
It looks like a
dwarves.
basket and dwarves.
Oh, okay.
And
Dwarves are on it.
dwarves.
It's
yeah,
a dwarven
dwarves.
chariot. Everything
Yes.
about dwarves is like really stocky and
Yes.
big. So it's
Why are they out there?
No one.
We don't know yet. Perhaps we'll find out.
I'm
Are
sure.
they just random dwarves on it, or do we know like who?
I thought it was Dane at first, and now I don't think it is.
Oh.
But I mean, I'm
That would be a
not
terrible
entirely
theory.
sure because I thought that he was going to Erebor, but it almost looks like he's going away from the front gate, doesn't it? You can see the front gate in the background.
Yeah, and you can see like a city.
The first time I watched it, I thought it was
Incredible.
Dane's arrival. But I think Billy Connolly said that he arrived on a war.
Pig. He says
war.
Yeah. So
Or, well, I'm sure they arrived by molten lava gold river to the scene.
On a wheelbarrow. by wheelbarrow on molten gold.
Floating in a
Yes.
wheelbarrow.
That's how they arrived, actually.
As you do. It's been done. We know it can be done. Okay, so then Bard is like, is this going to be war, Thorin, or what? Direct quote. And then we get to the part where you see Thorin, and he's wearing this crown that Myla says reminds her of the Transformers.
Logo.
can we not go there?
Like I looked at the trailer for like 10 times. I'm like, that's what that is. That's what's been bugging.
Yeah.
I love
No,
how
you're
they
right.
sneak Killian on the side. It's like
Of course.
fan favorite there.
Every opportunity, sneaking.
Every opportunity they try and put him in there.
It's what the people want.
I'm not complaining.
I am one of those people.
The
I'm
people
one of those
want.
people. But he's in it a lot.
Look at that expression on his face. I wonder what you would call that. Confusion? Yeah.
It's like I admire you, but you're a little bit
Ruining
crazy
my
right
life.
now. I'm concerned. But
Probably scary to see his
no.
uncle like that.
Aiden Turner makes facial expressions an Olympic sport. I mean, just watch some of his interviews and shows.
Yes, he is rather
Just
animated.
watch Being Human, and it's like an Olympic sport.
I've never
but that
seen
show
it.
is just a lot of pain.
That show is a lot of pain. It's very painful.
Well, how's this for a
Back to the
segue?
trailer.
Thranduil is giving
fighting.
people a lot of pain in the next scene.
That's a great
He's
segue.
fighting. Yeah, isn't that good? Anyway, so
and
yeah,
then we
he's
get
got.
He looks pretty awesome.
Confused.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm excited for him fighting. I'm way more excited to see Galadriel fighting. However that comes about. That'll be really exciting. And do you think she'll have boots on? No, she won't.
No, she's
No, she's gonna fight barefoot. She's amazing.
Yeah, she is so awesome. She doesn't even need armor to go into battle.
I know.
She just wears this gorgeous dress.
I think that was her armor that we saw. Yeah, he looks good. And then there's Orlando Bloom again. There you are, buddy. All right, let's go past him. Okay, then there's so then
there's a scene. If you pause it, that's actually Bane and how do you say her name? Sigrid,
Sigrid,
Bane
I
and
think.
Sigrid. Yeah.
Which one is she? She's the
The
older.
older daughter.
Yeah,
And
the older
Tilda's the
daughter.
younger one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it looks like Bard coming down in a cart.
yeah, and he jumps over them.
Is it another chase scene?
Yeah.
Oh yes,
uh,
those are always great.
another side scroller. I don't know.
Oh, look, Tilly again. Sorry.
No, go ahead. I was just trying to watch the trailer.
I was moving forward. I'm sorry.
Okay, go ahead. Move forward.
I was gonna say then we have Keely again for like 0.5 seconds.
Oh, yep. So dashing, wouldn't you say? Look at him.
Yes.
There. You guys.
Hair flip. Necessary hair flip.
Oh man, I wish I had hair like that.
I know he has better hair than me. I'm very jealous.
He has better hair than most people I know. It's a wig.
Yeah.
So,
So
Yeah.
he has people who
Actually,
take care of that hair for him.
that's the problem. That's the problem in my life, isn't it? Well, next is Azog. Azog. How do you guys say it?
Azog.
I'm not apologizing. I'm just going forward.
Azog.
Whatever.
There he is, and he doesn't need anyone to take care of his hair because he's bald.
Yeah, he has.
Most orcs are bald.
Except for that one with the dreadlocks.
That is
Still Boromir. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
So Azog's got this whole army down below him, and he's like, "Blur." And there's Bolg right after him. Do you guys feel like Bolg was like the initial design for Azog, and then they were like, nah?
Well, originally Bolg was
Actually,
supposed to
it
look even
was.
more awesome. This now it just creeps me out.
I just feel like his design is like way more interesting and like memorable, just cooler. Like he
Actually,
looks like a
wasn't
cooler
it?
bad guy.
Isn't that the truth though?
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
That was just
I
a
think
theory
so.
I had. Wow.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah. Good eye. All right, so there they are, being orcs, and then Bilbo looks scared.
Do you
And
think
then-
he'll have a part in? Sorry. Do you think he'll have a part in the battle in the movie?
I think he will in this one. I think they're gonna make him be part of it.
Probably a small part of invisible, or maybe he'll just be like a really important.
Maybe it'll make up for him not being the hero with the spiders.
Maybe.
Like he should have.
Or maybe he will, like in the cartoon version, he will like be a pacifist, and he'll just be like, "This is a lot of fighting,"
I'm
and then
gonna
hit on
leave
the head and
now.
pass out. Okay, next is the scene that everyone has been talking about. We have a comment about the war goats.
Oh.
The Josh time. He wrote his whole paragraph. Are you ready?
Hi, Josh.
The Josh time. Is it
I
Josh
don't know.
time right now? This is a strange thing to be adamant about, but when you get around to the wide shot of dwarves riding on their mounts, I'm certain they are war rams and not goats, like many people are calling. Goats aren't likely able to bear the weight of a heavily armed dwarf, and they also lack massive horns. I've half-jokingly mentioned earlier on Twitter that if a dwarf is to ride anything to battle, it'll be something with a thick head and named after a siege weapon.
He makes a good point.
Yes, and Lenny Freeman agrees. They're definitely rams.
I think that if it was like real world movie, then he would be right. But this is Middle Earth, and that's my only idea. And the fact that the cast has said that they're goats.
Well, I mean, but a ram isn't different from a goat. A ram is a male goat.
Right, yeah.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Or no, well, no. I
sheep,
think
right?
it's a male sheep. Yeah. So it's like, yeah. So rams, all right.
Sticks and stones, yes.
I can
Maybe
go
they're
with
like
sheep
some kind of hybrid.
instead of goats.
It's something.
Oh my God, this is like the Thranduil.
But of course, we have mountain goats. Okay, remember, I mean, anyway.
Mountain goat.
I guess they're actually sheep, aren't they? Whatever.
I see what Josh is saying.
They're very apt
horns.
dwarf animals.
I think my only thing that would make me disagree is that the actor said they were goats and that it's Middle Earth. So I mean, it's like wolf and warg. Those wargs look like wolves.
Perhaps.
And these goats.
No, but I think it is a good point that they do, from what we can see of them right now, they do look more like rams, and so.
Yeah, those horns are very ramish. All right.
Yeah, they are.
So Amanda, you have a lot to say, and not about
about war goats.
Yes.
I have a special shout out to you, Lotro, Lord of the Rings on the Moon. Anyone who plays that game, I think it's time that you add war goats. This movie's gonna make everyone
or rams.
That what?
Or rams.
We already got goats.
No.
Just
no.
turn them
It's
into
gonna be war goat.
Okay.
We have war steed. What is it?
War steed.
More steeds. We need war goats now. And we need goats at festivals.
War goats.
We need more goat in Lotro. And now that this movie's coming out, and Update 15 is coming out for Lotro.
Problem solved.
I'm speaking to you directly now, Turbine.
Because you're watching.
I know you're watching. There needs to be war goats, and I'm very serious. For my dwarf.
Okay.
Yep.
Vote for Amanda.
I will bring war goats to this game.
All right. That's good. That's a good platform. I would support it. All right. So so then after the war goats are riding to war, and then Bard is looking fierce with his sword, and it's kind of like the clash, and then Sauron's eye appears for just like a second. It's so scary, but you don't have to watch it go like this.
That lasted for at least 5 minutes. I'm pretty sure.
I remember like coming home from the movies and being like, man, like I was telling my husband, I was like, man, when you go see this, just listen to this part. It's got to be like 30, 40 seconds of this. Like it just felt like so long. And then we got the DVD and it was just like a few seconds, and I was just like, oh, I really felt like it was very much longer than that.
Okay, he's already faded into the eye twice. How much longer am I going to have to watch this?
I know.
It felt like forever.
It did. It really, really did. So Bard is going to war. And
it looks like we got another comment from the Jedi Mind Trickster saying it's about time there was not enough Philly in the second movie. And I agree. I agree with you, Jedi Mind Trickster. There was a lot of Keeley and not enough Feely.
Usual.
That's all I have to say. I mean, it's a fact. Not an opinion. Go on.
Kayla Queen wants to know if she says, I'm scared to find out whether or not Peter Jackson decided to kill off Keely, Feely, and Toriel like in the books. She's aware that Toriel isn't a Tolkien character, but she's still awesome.
Okay.
I think that they will die. I think they're all going to die.
I think they will too.
I don't see how they cannot.
Yeah.
It's the only way that Dane becomes king under the mountain.
That's true.
Yeah.
I have to go through the pain. I've been waiting for this. I've been like building up courage for this. I'm ready.
Yeah.
And it's going to be sad. I have many headcanons I will not get into, but it's going to be sad. Because if I'm not crying, like sobbing on the bathroom popcorn-covered floor, they did it wrong.
Pixar, it didn't happen, Myla. I want to see that when it happens.
Just a flash going off in the movie theater.
We'll do a live chat from the theater.
I know, we'll have to. We'll just all be like on our phones, like with each other, just crying, just curled up on the floor.
I'll need a massive box of Kleenex. I just don't even want to think about it.
Just bring it.
It's going to be terrible.
Everything you might need. Then there's a sea of archers that passes by. They're looking archery. And then comes the part where Thorin is addressing all the dwarves, and they're all lined up there.
Oh, that's
in
when
their
you can't
costumes.
see Buffer.
The part.
There you go.
That's what?
You can't see Buffer.
You can't see both.
Yeah, we were
Oh,
saying.
geez,
it's
where
like
is
our,
he?
You can see his
I
hat.
see his hat.
Yeah,
Oh, great.
it's like our Middle Earth news picture when at where Lily was in front of me. Like Lily, you're Ori and I'm Bofer.
You guys know Monsters, Inc.
Yeah, it's like Mike
Oh.
Mike Wazowski.
Buffer's hoping like, look, I'm in this photo.
Oh, poor Buffer. Meanwhile, you can see like Keely and Feely, like all of them. They don't even have to turn to the side. They're just like, here we are.
Outfit is like pretty.
Yeah, I mean, I think that reinforces the fact that
Oh,
they
awesome.
are going to die because they're like dead center. It's like,
Yeah.
look, let's already get your hearts wrapped even more around. These,
Get
they're
you
right here.
emotionally
Look at it.
invested just to hurt you in the end.
I know they just want to dig it in there.
Mark Hadlow's up there too, though. So
Yeah.
just saying.
Oh no, what are you
Well,
saying?
doesn't in the animated Hobbit, Bomber dies.
There were extra dead dwarves.
There were a lot
in
of
We
the
will not
animated
acknowledge
Hobbit.
this
That
to be a possibility. I've been hearing people worried that Bard will die, and it's just like, nope.
I just don't think that's
No,
gonna happen.
I don't think so.
Because he has kids. I mean, okay, come on, Peter Jackson. Come on. That's why I draw the
Have a
line.
heart.
Stop right now. Oh gosh. Good job, my husband. Very passionate there. But
Just get it all out, Amanda. You're among friends.
no, Peter Jackson. He has
So,
three
well,
young
Peter Jackson
children.
wants to know if you're going to follow him one last time here.
I will.
I will.
You have to please answer aloud.
To whatever end.
Oh man. And there's Gandalf standing in front of all the archers.
Yeah. Who said that Radagast might die?
I heard that
Oh yeah, who was
too. Like he would be killed at the hand of.
Arwen
Oh,
had
Our
that
director.
had that
Not
that
actually
rumor.
Arwen.
Yeah.
Actually, Arwen.
Yes, the real Arwen.
All right. Then there's Legolas and Toriel looking serious on the rocks together.
The one when she's like staring at him.
Yeah, she's staring at him and he's staring off into the distance, looking.
As
Just
usual.
Oh, that's
Regular
fine.
Legolas.
Yeah, the default face. More
Default
Bilbo.
Legolas.
Yes.
Lily
And it's
says.
Go ahead.
Lily put a comment on here saying, "I'm pretty sure I spotted Bofer's flying nun hat running down the stairs."
Good eye, Lily. Good eye.
Oh my gosh, Lily! Next chat, Lily will be here
Yeah, she better
to
be.
provide this kind of insight. Oh, Josh added another comment. The battle wagon driven by who I believe is Balin, accompanied by Dwalin, Fili, and Kili. There appears to be a dart launcher / crossbow affixed to the front of the cart.
What is happening?
I did think it was Balin as well, because it was the color, you know what I mean, the color of his
That's
costume
good.
and his hair.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it could be anyone.
That's a good, actually, yeah. I like that.
That was my impression also, that it was those four.
Yeah.
But, like, what are they doing?
We don't know. They're
Interesting.
going to go shoot something with darts or have their rams bash something in.
Oh,
So are
back
the
to
Rams
our,
going to fight the wards?
back to our orc hair discussion. Lenny, I have to bring that up. I have to bring this up. Okay, Lenny Freeman says, I can't talk tonight. They have hair while orcs tend not to.
Yeah, they usually have, like, long, flowing locks.
Yes, beautiful, you know.
Orcs, while the orcs are
They're
just
modeling
bald.
careers.
Wow. I'm learning all kinds of things.
Oh, and Josh actually has more to say. In the bit where the dwarves are suited up in armor and heading out in single file, I think it's Nori directly behind Keely, unfortunately covering his hair. You can kind of see his bottom star beard braids in the shadow there. Also, if you look directly under Bilbo's chin for that bit, Bifur is briefly seen. That makes sense. I have to go back and watch it.
Interesting. So overall, what do you guys think?
Oh wait, yes, never mind.
Go ahead.
Okay, I love this trailer.
I do.
I mean,
I
it
think
like
it was...
had me on the floor, and it was as much as we've been whining about it, because I mean, you know, of course we were expecting it like in June, right? Because that's when we got the teaser last year.
June.
And so, I mean, you know, like what are we, almost 6 weeks on now?
They did have a trailer prepared for early June, and then
they changed
title
it.
change and whatnot, and they just decided to sort of redo the whole thing.
They're kind of just winging it at this point.
Yeah.
That's in my opinion, it was worth waiting for.
It was.
I thought
agree
it was
with you.
a tremendous trailer. I really, really loved it. And I'll have to watch it another 50 or 60 times yet tonight before I go to bed.
Yes, I tried not to watch it too much so that I can kind of, it doesn't get too old for me. But
it never gets old for me.
Yeah, I know. I'll just keep watching it every time I'll get excited. But I think it was worth the wait. It's been a good day.
It has.
It has. I'm happy.
Myla, you're quiet.
Oh, I liked it. I'll have to watch it a few
You
times
guys
over.
can say no, just because me and Valdis say yes.
I'm having a hard time covering my excitement
We don't. We don't have. There are members of our team who say no. They're just not here tonight.
Oh yeah.
So.
I knew I wouldn't get that excited, but I mean, I was a good amount excited. I'm definitely interested in watching this movie. I know I'm gonna be a mess.
War goats.
Well, and I think, as always, it's going to be beautiful to look at.
Oh yeah.
You know, the design is always just it's
so Middle Earth.
I mean, everything, and it's exact. Well, for the most part, I mean, every once in a while they surprise me, and I'll go, well, I don't know, but then I get used to it. So.
I need an example of what you mean now.
Sorry?
I need an example of.
I can't. Well, see, I can't think of it now because I'm used to it. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I will have to think about it. But for the most part, it's exactly the way I feel like it should look. So
yeah, it looks fantastic. I love. I mean, they always do a good job with the costumes and the effects and everything like that. Just, the look of the thing.
I mean, and whether you're a fan of the movie itself, like there's a ton of people who are against. It's not The Hobbit. It's not the book. I mean, whether or not you're a fan of that, I mean, you can enjoy it for the fact that it's, for the most part, it's going back to Middle Earth and getting that scenery, that awesome New Zealand scenery, and getting to see the characters and the awesome costumes, and
You're gonna make me emotional.
I mean, you can take it, if anything, take it at face value. Just say, this is it's a blockbuster film. It's not the book. I mean, if you want something that's gonna be close to the book, go see like the animated Hobbit, which even that deviates.
Yeah, extra dead dwarves.
Almost all of them die. So, I mean, you have to kind of change it up for a larger audience. I mean, if anything, take it for face value and go see it. Yes.
Agreed.
Yeah. Woo! You say it, Amanda.
Amanda's been very passionate tonight.
I am. I'm very passionate about The Hobbit.
The trailer brought out her passion.
It did.
The war goats did, actually.
No, it was all the war goats. Lotro.
I know.
I'm gonna start sending them mail now. Just send a picture, like a screenshot of the war goats.
Just do it.
Do it.
That's all you need.
We have war steeds. We have festival steeds. We don't have festival goats. we don't have war goats.
This is an issue Amanda feels very strongly about.
There are not enough goats in Lotro.
More
And some people don't know
guys.
It's Lord of the Rings Online, because a lot of people don't realize what I'm saying when I say Lotro. Lord of the Rings Online.
Sometimes when you guys talk about Lotro, I'm like, I wish I played Lotro, but this isn't one of those times.
I'm not convincing you. Oloriel doesn't want to play now because there aren't enough goats.
Yeah,
so Turbine, you want to make money.
We demand goats or
she's like, see now, this is what I don't want to play now. I hear there's no goats.
Yeah, that's the truth. Yeah, they could have my 5 free minutes a week if only they had goats.
I know.
For sure.
They lost you there.
You just lost, yeah.
All right. Well, maybe we'll do another hangout when the full trailer is released. With Lily, since Lily has such good eyeballs.
That would be fun. I don't know. Full trailer, I don't know. I may not be able to retain consciousness through the full trailer. I don't know. We'll just have to see.
And like someone didn't find you on the floor at work and need to resuscitate you.
I'll have to be sure to put the call out to my colleagues when the full trailer comes out. Yeah. So say that. Check, make sure I'm not on the floor at this and such a time.
I'm not in class. I'm usually in class when the trailer drops.
I know. That's very sad. It was like perfect timing for me. It was nap time.
This is the first time it's been good for me.
Yeah.
I'm usually in school.
I was at work, but at least with it being summer, the faculty in the offices right around mine weren't in their offices. So that I wasn't too concerned with the few shrieks that I wasn't able to stifle.
You were free to let it out.
Oh, man. You guys are funny.
Yes. So,
I'm a very enthusiastic fan.
That's good.
We all are. We all are.
Indeed.
So, I think that if everyone has said what they need to say, we will sign off for the night. Is anyone else have any burning things they need to get out?
More comments we need to look at?
I think we're good.
I think we're good.
All right.
And we're thinking about starting up a weekly chat, and if any of you guys out there who saw this enjoyed it and want to hang out with us each week, because we're awesome, and there's so many more of us. You haven't met us all.
It's like at least 10 other.
There's like 8 others of us. 8 other I don't know.
Yes.
And yeah, you have not even. There are some interesting people you haven't met yet. So if you enjoyed it, leave us a comment or tweet us or Facebook stalk us.
We're everywhere.
We're everywhere. So if you would like to see this every week, just on various topics, just nerdy stuff, tell us, and because we're thinking about starting it up. So
we're going to anyway.
We're good.
Yeah,
we are.
Regardless of whether or not it's happening.
It's coming. So, I'm trying to make them feel like they're starting something, you guys.
We will only do it for
We're
you.
We're doing it anyway, so your comments actually don't matter. We're starting.
They matter because we need to know what to talk about. We need direction.
Yes, if you have any topic ideas that you want us to discuss.
We can talk about goats or not talk about goats.
We can have an entire hour of goat talk.
Consisting mainly of Amanda.
This reminds me of that. Okay. No. Just kidding. All right.
Or maybe just a separate Locho episode.
Yes, we can. We have Britta, Tolkien Britta, that everyone seems to know. So she has a huge fan base of her own. So if you want to see her, if you want to see a Locho episode, let us know.
You're just using Britta to get me right. People like to look at her, right?
Get those views up. We're going to sign off now.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night. Thanks for watching.